all voices will blend into the creation of the one plan in their inherent and signature form. The sign of their divine light and nature will be clear. Meaning what? Everybody who has the truth will know exactly who they are and why they're there and what their job is and what their purpose is. And they will express it in whatever way is uniquely loving for them. You happen to run into Salim and the hotconflict.com website, where you find your brother telling you the strangest story you have ever heard, always and every time. The masters of the Blue Ray have developed the sacred gift of communication, of speech, discernment, and clarity of the divine will, to the point of mastery. Indeed, you will soon discover that there is good reason for those of you with the roles of divine communication, vocal and otherwise. You will begin to attract the platforms, the mediums, support for much of your needed ventures now that your planet and her people have shifted to an openness and readiness to hear more truth. So what we're saying is this first stage is about a group of people who are ready now to speak the light and talk about the family of light and reveal the truth of what they know and how they learned it through the line, connecting to their fathers and their forefathers and their masters and all the way showers, and speaking how they see the truth in their own way, vocal and otherwise. And because of the world and the technology and the platforms and the way society is structured, the time will come for this openness and this shift that we are seeing all around us. Oh, beloved members of the Blue Ray, you will know yourselves by your name, for your very name will carry the vibration of this ray most succinctly. Examples of archaic vibrational tones in Earth's history are depicted in scriptures and sing-song, just as your own name carries a tonal frequency of harmonics that, when stated out loud, creates the dynamic chords of the color spectrum and resonates at the signature vibration of the color blue. And that's why I tell you always, my name is Salim, son of Shamshad, from the family of Siddiq. I am your brother. Don't you remember me yet? The path of the blue first ray. Ascended Moria goes on to say, in the history of Earth's creation and the evolution of man, the blue ray has had many roles in implementing the divine structures necessary to further expand human consciousness, right? We said we're getting ready to go to a changing time, a change of the soul, a change of the mindset, and that the consciousness is about to awaken. And so that happens how? By the blue ray, the first ray. It is for this reason that Archangel Michael, co-holder of the blue ray, is one of the most widely known and discussed angelic beings in Scripture. Now, are you a believer in the angels yet or not? Oh, angels of the light. Oh, Mikael. Do you believe, oh Muslims, that this is too strange for you? See, my Muslim brothers and sisters, you haven't realized that the truth is being sent to every nation and every people, and they are finding it. There are those who don't know anything about Islam or the Prophet Muhammad, who are lovers of Mikael, the angel of light. And are you not, O Muslims, friends of Mikael? And every one of the beings of light is a friend of the angels. And so I say, Ya Mikael, O angel of light, Assalamu alaikum, by the command of Allah and from the love of Allah and the blue ray, Send legions of angels to all those who are listening to this now. Let them take a deep breath and know that they are surrounded by angels of the blue light, angels of the blue ray, sent on the authority of Michael by a master of light who says the name of Allah and says the angels are here to serve, and we believe in them. The scriptures are filled with mentions, and Michael we know from the Quran and the ancient scriptures from the beginning. Al-Moria goes on to say, did you feel that, brothers and sisters? Al-Moria goes on to say, what is important to realize at this pivotal point in human creation is that the blue ray must precede all others in its implementation of the divine will. In the beginning, there was the Word. Have I taught you the importance of the Word yet, my brothers and sisters? Have I taught you that pattern? Have I given you that light? Exemplifies this most profound truth, that in the beginning, Allah, the Lord Most High, said the word, be, and it was. And since then, we have been on a journey, and now we are here. What an amazing time. In the beginning was the Word, exemplifies this truth most profoundly. The blue ray. The blue ray holds the frequency of eternal wisdom and detachment from form, so that new potentials, new levels of consciousness can be attained and eventually formed into physical matter in this real world. For this reason, the blue ray has held the role of warrior, protector of God's will, and for the purposes of furthering human evolution in this magnificent time of planetary shifting into unity consciousness. What this represents for the whole of humanity is the emergence of a new voice. Now, those of you who are Muslim, who understand the terminology of Islam, would call this time or these individuals mujaddids. That every so often masters of the blue ray would come with the ability to communicate to the people in a new way and speak in a fashion that is strange to them, that reminds them of the truth of the light of their hearts, because the darkness had overtaken them. And Allah consistently sends these masters to the earth to remember, and new masters come up and they speak the word. Now we said we are at an age where there are going to be many of these physical masters speaking the new truth of the divine will, and you will be able to recognize them and how they transmit the blue ray, the spoken word. God's blue ray, Al-Moria continues, is strongly associated with the throat chakra and the energy of truthful creative expression. First, the word is a depiction of the process of the creation of worlds, and now, in this unprecedented time in human history, the incarnated beings of the blue ray will duly manifest the divine word into divine deed. This is the level that we are talking about, where all of a sudden people's words will be able to be manifest at a level of divinity that their gap between intent of the heart and speaking of the word in full submission with the will result in instant manifestation. As we said, all of the prophets of the light had what we would call miracles, but now we would call them instant manifestation of the divine will of the Lord based on the blessed spoken word of all of the masters. They knew what to say at the divine moment, and be, and it was. For this soul group, for this group of souls who are now manifesting on the earth, you will be moving forward with your soul brothers and sisters and positioned at the forefront of humanity.